Sing, sing-a-ling-a-ling, sing, dance silent swing, sing. DJ Ace got up in the
So here's the dealie. This conversation has been going on for a hot minute, right? For a hot minute, they say. And it's referencing dancehall culture and, you know, the censoring and the language, the content, and what's going on right now, right? We saw, and I think it just got a little more headlines recently because of the fact that Luciano, an interview with Lucy came out in the paper, right? And it's been coming up and people talking about it long and hard, and we're going to get into it today. We're definitely going to get into it today because it's something we got to talk about a little bit more. So you're welcome. We'll squeeze off some more pinchers, and I'm going to get some callers lined up for y'all, all right? Because it's going to be a vibe.
Hey, gringos and pasero, how will you make way for
today? And of course, you know, we when we talk dancehall, I feel like there are multiple players in the conversation. Sometimes it's the fans of dancehall, the loudest one. Sometimes them louder than the artists, right? Fans of dancehall music, as well as artists and participants within the culture. And I think they do have contrasting views because sometimes the fans are holding on to something, while the artists them sometimes would be willing to make a change, to migrate to something different, or to incorporate some more positivity in the thing. But dancehall fans, a lot of times, they're the ones, especially the ones, we call it now, the people in the 40s to 50s age group that's holding on to something. Who knows? All right? Sometimes I feel that I'm a pressure dancehall artist to keep up slackness. But anyways, we're going to talk to a dancehall artist himself and somebody who can contribute positively to this conversation, Billy Blade. King, wagwan, you can hear me?
Yeah, man. Easy.
Cool, no, man. Cool. First of all, congratulations on the new joint. I see the video shoot going on. I see things are going. So I know you got some stuff, which I got to find one for squeeze off for the massive before we get out of here today. But give thanks. And Happy New Year to my brother. Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. Bless up on the new year, you know?
So we're getting right into it, King. We're getting right into it. The conversation, we're talking about it as though it's a new conversation, but it's been going on for a hot minute right about now when it comes to the content of dancehall and so forth. How do you feel, first of all, and we're just talking about content that's coming out right now today. How do you feel about the state of dancehall? Not Jamaican music, which is reggae, ska, and everything, but just dancehall. How do you feel about it?
Well, right now, the content, personally speaking, and overall, for me, it's a bit lacking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I when I do get a chance and listen to some mixtapes or anything like that, it's like after 10-15 minutes, you can stop listening to that mixtape because everything else is just the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it kind of get boring and dragged out where it's like there's not a lot of variety anymore. It's just like every artist upon the same subject, the same thing, over and over. It's like it's up and repeat. So it's kind of a little bit disappointing. You know what I'm saying? Not talking against any artist or anything, but it's just the overall feeling. Like right now I hear, even I go into a little party or a little club and stuff like that. To be honest, they're not playing a lot of the no stuff.
Right.
You understand what I say? It's mostly the 90s, some middle 2000s stuff. Not a lot of the no stuff. It's just maybe some of the big artists no stuff I play, where that is more commercial, but not a lot of the other stuff I play. You understand? I mean, you can listen it on YouTube and stream it, but them things they're not playing a club. So that is where the state is. You understand what I say?
That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's funny you mentioned that because when I hopped on at the beginning of the show, I started off with Mad Cabra, right? And dropped two Cabra upon them, which is and I did a contrast. I to be honest with you, it wasn't even intentional. You know what I mean? I was just dropping two Cabra for start the thing. We start with Yush. That's a bad boy talk. And then, of course, we came with Dunwife, which was one extreme to the other. And even though Yush was considered hardcore back then, it was still to the sensibilities. It was still to imagination. It was still wordplay. It was still tongue-in-cheek. It was still just, you know what I mean, art.
Yeah. There was still a level to it. Like, it was wordplay. It's like nowadays, the creativity Nobody is like, I'm not gonna say people lazy. I'm not gonna say that, but I think in today's society is like, it's like there's no poetry to the thing anymore. It's like a man feel like say he want to tell a man about them BC, then I go tell them about them BC and that's it.
Right.
There's no intricacy and like the gangster and the badman songs of yesteryear. A lot of them cross over.
Of course.
None of these Badman song nobody they can't cross over, they can't become commercialized because they are too graphic in detail and it's not necessarily taking the music anywhere. When you look at like a Bounty Killer and all like Mad Crabber, like you say, you can listen to those songs, you can hold a vibes to those songs, you can dance to those songs. So those songs get played in parties, in clubs, which leads to, the music and the industry, the artist being discovered. You cannot play a lot of these songs in clubs because it's just a stand-up thing. There's no vibe, there's no flow. It's just a, especially with the so-called trap all what go on right now in the beat and thing. There's no melody, no flow. It's just a boom, 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 and your body can't dance to that. You just stand up and you listen.
No groove. No groove. And the sad part about it is, it puts people who love the culture in a predicament, because if you speak on it, some people be like, why you come and get dancehall go answer from long time, which is totally inaccurate. Because I was also telling somebody the big names that we knew that cross over from long time that had hardcore songs, they weren't. This is not what they crossed over on. They had that in the dancehall, but they had other songs that crossed over. I made a reference to the Mad Cobra vibe because Mad Cobra, I was able to go to Dunwife. I mean, can go other things. Majority of these people don't have that option. So it's not like they have something with them saying, something, I get them 1-2 tuna for the bad man them, right? And then for this now, I got something else, right? It's not that. It's just a barrage, a graphic, illicit. Especially when we talk about our ladies nowadays, our young ladies, the way them deal with the woman, them, it's to me, it's crazy.
Yeah. You have no song I say, boy, ladies, if you look good and rare. No, there was a balance. There was a balance at one point.
Yeah.
And then the balance just seemed to just disappear. It's like, me remember when me I go dance and me I go party. If you have a good selector, them can play from 6 till 6 the next morning because they play soul's music, they play the reggae, the roots reggae, and then we go into the dance hall, then play like a disco, then play like a hip, a little hop, and then them drop back to the dance hall again, and then when you want to run the people in from the dance, you drop in some souls. The
party closer.
You see what I say? But it's like, no, I mean, let me say, I really go to any parties now, so-called dancehall parties or clubs now, where, like I said, a lot of the new stuff, 1 and 2 play, but it's not them a play all night because those things cannot hold crowd, cannot hold a party vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I say?
Brother, trust me, I stop God dance because of that. You know what I mean? You know what? Let me not say that. I'm telling myself that I'm a vex every now and then, but sometimes my baseline can't have to jump in there. You know what I mean? I enjoy one thing and then them start split the foolishness and then I gotta go. But you don't know the thing set up. G,
right.
we have to continue that one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hit you up after because we got a panel thing I got to put together and we'll chop it up a little bit later and see what some things are going on. But I would say to use this. Please continue to do what you do because we need it. And I'll say to the masses, it ain't about preaching to anybody. It's just about equilibrium. You know what I mean? Give us something where we can play without having that sense of the thing. You know
man. Well, my new album will come out soon. It'll be a ode to that kind of, straight dancehall, drum and bass, so little flavor because that's what I've been hearing.
Right.
That's what I've been hearing from everybody. I went to Canada, I did a performance, and the people love. It's not that they're holding on to anything old; they just love that flow, that flavor. You understand that vibe? You understand these things don't have any vibe now. So coming out with my new album, Dancehall again, that have a lot of those. It have everything. So we will talk about that differently.
Mad. As a matter of fact, shoot me over WhatsApp or however. Shoot me over the tuner real quick. Let me see if we can get into it real fast before I get out of here. All right?
Okay, boss.
My brother. Give thanks as always. Eh?
Yeah, man. Bless
Alright,
up.
fam.
Peace.
Blessings, man. Blessings. Rodney Price, aka Bounty Killer, my favorite DJ of all time. One of the best to have ever done it, not you? Palm Beach Massive, we got the convo going live, man. Enough things are going on right now. Reggae Global fam, we gotta talk about it. Not true. We can't just lift the thing like that. We gotta address it. You're live. Ed Robinson, what going on, fam?
What going on, my brother? You good?
Oh man, it's a new year. I can't complain. I'm ready for some great things. How you still?
Well, you're right. You can't complain because nobody now listen to the story.
They said they don't want to hear that.
You complain, daddy.
Everybody got their own problems out in these streets.
But you have them own issues, my brother.
Man. My brother,
Yes,
sometimes when certain things come up, we if it's a dancehall conversation, we head to certain artists to have the conversation because of the fact that they're considered dancehall artists and whatever, right? But truth be told, and you and I know, dancehall really is a place, it's a culture. It's not just the artist, it's not just what it represents. Because when me I go a dance, believe it or not, when me I go in a dancehall as a young kid, dancehall no bundong until you play what today would be deemed not a dancehall song. Would that be a roots reggae? Would that be a gospel tune? Would that be an R&B? I've been in a dancehall before, and in order to flatten the place, somebody had to draw a gospel. Them have to draw a Sanchez. Them have to, you know what I'm saying? Ed Robinson for flatten the thing. So it ain't about the tempo. So lately the conversation has reared its head again, right? Which is about censorship. Some people say that this stuff needs to be censored. Some people say no. We had that conversation before. We saw Luciano was quoted in the Stars saying it need a clean up. Kabaka just had a conversation published too where he's saying the gatekeepers, the international gatekeepers, the people who control and let in and restrict those things from international marketplaces, be it the US, Europe, wherever, they will accept certain type of lyrics from their own. But them not accept it from the outsider. So in other words, the American market may allow a hip hop artist to come with some graphic negative lyrics, but they ain't gonna let the Jamaican one in because to my assessment on that is it ain't their people. So why? Talk to me a little bit first of all when you listen, because what I love is that you not only create music but you consume the music, and that's something that we're lacking. Most people who create it don't consume it too, right? So, and it's sad, but you consume the music also. How do you feel about the state right now of not the dancehall space, not the dancehall the genre, but the music itself that's coming out right now?
Nothing is wrong with nothing that is coming out right now. People have to remember this, brethren. In this world, you have a little word with them called variety. See? In everything, you have to have variety. All the badness, you have to have different degree of badness. Truth is, what's really wrong with what's going on in a dancehall right now? It is not lucrative for nobody, and that's what the problem is, Rasta.
Hungry people
it's
vex.
Not, and that's why everybody vex, because you see, dancehall, the what we know as dancehall, the genre, the music, the ragamuffin, something. It start out 1,000% wrong in the first place. It never start right financially, lucratively. It never start right. You see, dancehall start out like pimping, seeing, and that a lot of people don't realize, my brother. Dancehall, the music, the genre. Let's don't mention the music. See, the lifestyle, the dancehall lifestyle. It's like hip hop is not necessarily a music no more. Hip hop is a lifestyle now. See,
right.
We people are live hip hop. People where they even rap when they play music are live hip hop. Right. This is what went wrong with the lifestyle of dancehall in the first place. Remember now, every music form take on to itself a lifestyle.
Right.
People have to think before them even start cuss out anything in a Rasta. Because the truth is, when you have the word, remember when we used to have Admiral Bailey and Tiger and them bridging the man, them come and say, yo, 2-year-old, we don't want a 2-year-old. What was we talking about?
What was he talking about?
What was we talking about? Because the whole of we that sing it in a Rasta. And you can't get up and sing a tune You can't get up and sing a tune and you don't know where you sing.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
don't make no sense to not even the person we are doing.
Yeah.
See? So you have to remember, say, dancehall has become a lifestyle that we cannot maintain financially anymore, because if anybody remember how dancehall used to get finance back in the days, then what going right now would be a laugh, would be a joke. Anything what going bad in a dancehall. Problem is, no money now make off a dancehall, because the man them we used to make the money and put in a dancehall and make dancehall become the way it become. See, make the lifestyle become the way it become. Them bad mind friend either kill them or them they are prison lock up with Bobo in a nice cell right now.
So the funding,
the
funding, man,
problem
they've
with
gone.
dancehall, Rasta. Eh?
So I feel like what you say, and I completely appreciate it. Is pretty much right. No, everybody hungry, so everybody a scream, right?
It's a bunch of hungry dog about right now. That's how
ball out what
are we hungry?
And what you said, which is gospel, which is true, pretty much is the music and the lifestyle. For example, hip hop. Hip hop is a culture, right? Hip hop is a multi-billion-dollar industry because it's not just music.
I'm not sure about the music culture, yeah. But I'm not sure about the whole culture thing, brother. To me, I don't know. Maybe I never go to Spanish town school too long enough, but put it this way. I don't know about culture and lifestyle. Sometimes we tend to intertwine them something, brother, because culture, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be no expert on culture and lifestyle. But me just bank it. I just chalk all of it up to a lifestyle, brother, because you can choose to live it or you don't live it. See, I'm a musician and I play music. I don't live a hip-hop lifestyle. I don't live a dancehall lifestyle. I don't even live a reggae lifestyle, because we all sit back and watch and realize what even the whole reggae thing has become. You understand me? And everything just becomes so miserable right now. The reason for that, Virgin, is like when every last one of us was making money up the wazoo, nobody was complaining. You understand me? No, the money now make off of nothing. The money they make off of show right now because the whole disease foolishness, a cramp all of that, brother.
But let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this, because I feel you on that. Let me ask you this. There was a time when dancehall was a lucrative space because there was a product to sell, right? In other words, there was two things going on. There was something created for hardcore people who want to hear certain things, but there was also something to sell.
Yes.
Now, when I was growing up as a kid, there were many dancehall artists who I thought was huge. But when I left the country, I realized that they were not. It's just that we were in our little utopia. We're in a little vacuum in Jamaica. And Jamaica's not that big. So if I'm going well, you can hear it.
We were in a little bowl. You know them little, like you have a little bowl at your house where you keep some small swimmers, and then you get rich and buy a big aquarium where you put all alligator in a more time. That's the whole scenario, brother.
Right.
That's the whole scenario. We were living in a little bowl because some artists where we hear that burn up the place where when you drop it at a place, in a space when you dance, when you go to reggae some fest, when you go to those big festivals, some artists where they run the place. See, where if them artists when they on the show, man say, yo, the show boring, Rasta, this and that and this and that never depend it. See, when we drop a foreign, brother, when them give a first little visa run and when we drop a foreign, see, me not talk about just little America.
Right.
Me not talk about the big wide world space. Not even Trinidad, me never hear the artists say. You understand me?
Right.
So you have to understand something, brother. The whole problem right now, people need to stop with the foolishness and the criticism and the beat down. People just need to stop with it for a minute, brother. See? And think. That is the problem with us. Not even criminals now think nowadays. That's why the man gets so caught so quick. You understand me?
So how do they rectify it? What can they do? What would you suggest right now that they do? Because again, the feedback that's coming right now, in other words, it adds up. So when people were saying good things about the dancehall sphere, dancehall music was bigger, selling more, moving more units, people were coming more and more participants and so forth. Now that we're hearing the complaints about it, is it the complaints as a result of the lack of commercialism, or is the commercialism just a byproduct of the complaints?
Yes and no.
What would you
Yes
suggest?
and no.
What would you suggest?
What would the solution where I do to it right now, my brother, is the sensible one them, the man them, because you know, say in everything you have some idiot people and you have some sensible people. So in everything, it doesn't bother make no sense we beat around the bush, brother. We have a little bit too much idiot and that's something. People who don't know nothing about the business part of it. See?
Right.
And those are the ones that we tend to gravitate towards and reel them up and lift them up and everything. And them don't have no sense.
Right.
You understand me? From Yassa to next level, brother. But the truth is, what the people them need to do right now, are what whoever with them little money I call gatekeeper, because I'm even too sure about that part either. See? Listen, what they need to do, Bridget, is to simple find the commercial way of doing this thing. Yeah, some little ignorant people call it sell out and this and that and whatever, you know what I mean, and commercialize and water down the thing. Seeing? But if the thing can't be defended by product and brand name, if the thing cannot be defended by those things, seeing? You and your brethren can't just go sell a couple OZs and couple keys and defend the thing, brother. It not go nowhere. And that's how it start out from day one. It not go nowhere. If the man them just wash that, just launch him at the money there.
Yeah.
Seeing? And put it in the music from day one.
Now we'd be better
like
right now.
every normal business entity and record company used to do. If they used to do that, brethren. If the man was doing that. But no, every man want to be a producer. Every man want to be a studio owner. Every man want to be a every man want to be a label. And the same man them own the label and control the label. And them manage the artist and them road manage the artist.
Yep.
And them travel with the artist. And them buy the artist Benz like them gal.
So there's no professionals in there. There's just it's
no structure, there's no professional, there's nobody in there that know what they're doing. But you know, so when you have money, you can just do anything where you feel like. When the money are run, and guess what? Them little fat neck white man draw down upon them with some handcuff. That the label they're done. But let history be your teacher, brethren. Let history be your guide and make we stop the complaining. If a man come up and start produce and start have him label, seeing structure it through some business entity rasta, structure it through something where make sense, because what we did in the first place never made any damn sense, rasta.
You're right. You said
something a while one ago. Of those labels.
You said something a while ago, which was in reference to the marketing and stuff, right? If you make the thing sellable, for lack of a better word, would that not go back to the lyrics though? Because a lot of the complaints, here's what the major complaint is: people are complaining about the trap dancehall and the beats and whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be honest with you, if them like that, to each his own. It may not be for me, but to each his own, right? But when we talk about the lyrics and them look a thing there, that can be either marketable or not. You can't sell certain lyrics, because at the end of the day, the people who are going to pay for it, we miss out on the fact that, you know, we came from a time where children now work. So if a child wanted a CD, and mommy have to buy it for them.
And the mama and papa buy that, man.
I can buy it for them. Even now with the streaming services and whatever the case may be, there's still restrictions that can be put on it. When it comes to concerts, because people don't realize this, you know. When I used to go to shows and say Shinehead, say Beanie Man, say a bunch of them people that perform, a lot of kids were in the crowd. And the reason why a lot of kids were in the crowd is because their parents were there with them, right? So right now, if the parent depend, nope, you know, I'm a bit here that I am buying the CD, I am buying the concert ticket, I am buying whatever the case may be. Does it not lend back to the facts that maybe we need to fix up the lyrics them so it can appeal to a wider mass? Because the shot of them wait to appeal to now come at the concert. The shot of them wanted.
No. Listen, that is censoring people's stuff. That is censoring. And no, when was the last time you see a organization designed to censor porno?
Well, it's not up on TV though.
Listen, it don't have to depend on TV. It don't have to depend on TV. It don't have to depend nowhere that is so-called decent, respectable people thing. Because what is listen, that's a different conversation when it comes to respectable. That's a totally different conversation.
That's after dark. That's an after dark show.
Thank you, brother. The same respectable people them where where I fight the thing that all of these little youths here do. The same respect with people, them, trust me. When you draw two of them tune in and then like a private party.
Them are real.
See, just quietly video it and say if one of them jump up and a skin out and a dance to it.
No, you're right.
Because
You're right. You're right.
They find that as fun. Let me tell you something. Nothing, no slack and lewd like their nice uptown carnival thing.
The
Nothing
soca
on the face of this earth.
Yeah.
Not even porn movie, brother.
Jano.
Just a slack and rude like their so-called uptown carnival thing.
Jano.
So nothing. Don't even think for 1 minute that I'm gonna say what these youths are doing is wrong.
No. But I'm not saying that. No. I don't believe in censorship. I don't believe in censorship at all. What I'm saying is this: it's the equilibrium. What I was saying pretty much is this: a lot of the artists then would drop one type of music, don't drop the one that sells. So if you check back to the ones that were doing well, it don't mean that okay. I consider Bunty a hardcore artist, but Bunty had as many records that could play on the radio. Beanie Man have
you Bunty a complain about dancer?
Exactamundo. That's my point, exactly. But the people them who are complaining right now, them not sell.
I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen to me carefully. Any artist, I don't care who the guy is. See, if you not like him, I'm going to say right now, but chuck off somewhere. See, I don't care who the guy is, brother. Let me tell you something. Any artist where you hear a complain about dancehall, and he never used to do dancehall, and he might complain about this and he might complain about that. You know, see, the problem is, I make no money right now, so I find something to blame it for.
Exactly.
You understand me?
Hungry.
He not make no money right now, man, hungry like some old dog from down a bloodbath river town. You know what I'm saying?
Hungry.
So the truth is, brother, it's all boiled down to how much money we're making, because when we were making a bunch of money, nobody was complaining, and it was the same garbage that was out there. It was the same filth that was out there. Nothing. The man them not talk about nothing now. Where Yellow Man never used to talk about Rasta.
Right.
You understand me? The man them not talk about nothing right now where Major Workers used to talk about.
Right.
You understand me? What is new in slackness? What is new in badness?
But but the thing is this though, that's what I'm gonna say. All right, for example, if I have an artist, let's say me have an artist who I'm an investor, right? And him have a bag of them tune there, and me actually love them, right? But then that's an artist that I'm trying to put out to the world so that we can be successful and reap something. I would let the artist know, say, while you're doing that, where's the one that we're selling? Where's the one that we're putting out to sell? You get me? So that's what I'm saying in terms of a lot of the artists.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Didn't the rude boy Gargamel, didn't Mr. Buju Banton put out a song called "How Forget Your Body Even by Gunpoint"? See?
Yep.
So what Buju didn't sell?
But here's the thing. But he also had that's my point exactly.
That's a borderline rip song,
well,
that is a borderline.
I don't disagree, and truthfully, we can dig up about 50% of the other thing them to find the other artists, and that is borderline rip. Too much of them.
The man was selling records. The man do some great show. The man do some great religious show, some great
forget them there. Before him cross over to the reggae vibe, right? When he was just in dancehall, and and the reason why I want to mention that is because what you said a while ago is perfectly pointing down the avenue I'm saying. He had that song, but he also had damn near the whole album Voice of Jamaica. It's not about preaching, and it's not about positive lyrics, and it's just about something where can go in every space. So while certain songs couldn't go in every space, he had songs that could. And that's the problem, where some people create stuff that can't go in. When your entire catalog can't pass your neighborhood, then we kind of screwed.
Listen, the entire catalog just not on visa. Right? We can go ahead. So put it that way, my brother. We understand all of that. But you see, because the man them can't travel, the man them restricted and all them things. So you can't be a man who's stuck in a hole and stuck in a dirty environment and stuck in a not even a dirty environment. You're stuck in a miserable environment. You cannot be a man who's stuck in a miserable situation and all you do there sing about is, oh baby, I love you. Which baby?
True.
Brother?
You're reflecting your environment. But here's the other thing. We got 3 to go. But here, let me ask you this.
Not even environment sometimes. A man even leave the house because you don't know, say, we're road boy. More time you can't leave the house because you leave the house and that's it, brother.
That's true.
It's a day, said, tell Lucifer, said hello. You know what I mean? But the truth, the truth is, Rasta. The truth is, sometimes a man stuck in a mind. Seeing? So all what come out of him, all we hear come out of him is the misery where him a go through right now. Him broke, he not no money. A man can't even call to be in, you know what I mean? Because guess what? When you broke, even the woman them have sense around your brother, they're not time for you. You understand me?
I want to love Charmaine. Charmaine is a good one. Love Charmaine. Charmaine a good girl. Leave her alone. Listen, she's trying to better herself. So
right?
always a joy for us.
The truth is, Brethren, listen, of all of the complaint them, make we reach the point now in life right now where we stop complaining about the problem. Everybody and them granny know the problem, brother. Everybody and them granny know the problem. Here is the solution. Any man who used to make money out of reggae music, out of dancehall music, and he now make none now. Seeing need to put a zip all across him, brother, because we didn't want to hear him pass around here. You understand me?
I love
we need to put a zip round here, brother, because the truth is, when you used to make money from the germs, when you used to make money from the dirt, when you used to make money from the mud that you used to sling, boy, see? When you used to make money from the fakery, from the fakery, because we all know that reggae artists we are some of the biggest liars. We don't know about the R&B, right, man? See? we are talking about R&B, we are talking about reggae music. Every world knows we are some of the biggest liars. You understand?
Right.
Because we're creative people. And once you're a creative people, hello, you're a liar. You understand? Because we've come up with scenarios that never exist. We come up with scenarios that they make sense.
Right.
Sometimes. And we write it in a tune. See?
Creativity, yeah.
So the truth is, brethren, when we used to write all of these lies and foolishness and fabricate and fake, and we used to make money off of it, it was okay. But now, everything is truth and righteousness and blah, blah, blah. And we pull from Rastafari, and we pull from the ghetto, and we pull from the gunman scene, and we pull from the soundboy scene, and every weekend we kill about 50 songs. You know what I'm saying? But no, we're not making no money from that even half a sound business.
So let me ask you this. So for the people who so the funding elements that we had back then, which was the call it what it is, what they refer to as that dry up, man. Let's be real. So since we ain't got that no more, and we're at the point where we ain't got no homies to fund nothing, and we don't have the money, right? But these people still want to do something. Since we don't have the option of drawing on those anymore, what do they do to make people actually pay attention? Because here's the deal. Other genres.
Lean into the businesses. Start doing stuff for where we used to call sellout. See? Start leaning.
But that's the point.
Did I say come up a pyramid and Jesse Royal and them man them lead into a commercial aspect, and Jesus Christ, if you ever hear the people them do them,
beat them up.
I don't know if you remember that scenario.
Yep, Christmas thing.
The man them lead into one of the biggest fakery. The only fakery come close to it is Batman business. See? Is the dancehall, is the Christmas foolishness. See?
Right.
That's the only thing that's even more fake than it was rude boy, was Batman business. See? And put it this way, my brother. The people them beat Jesse until the man and disappear, brother. The only music, Mr. Boya. Only song them, Mr. Left Boya. What do we the man and beat him?
I said no images, no video.
Guess what those brethren was doing? Those brethren was bringing the music into something that the business them seeing. All right, you know, see Bunty retreat to having with the phone company them.
Yeah.
Seeing?
Yeah.
Sponsors. That is what we are talking about, brother. Real
corporate sponsors.
Real businesses.
But here's the thing, though. But here's the
Start
thing.
sponsoring stuff.
But that's the thing,
That's
though, is
where
that
reggae needs to go, brother. We need to stop the damn complaint.
no, but that's what I'm saying.
to the
Not reggae, though, because remember, what the gripe is coming from is what we call, again, take away what them call dancehall music, type of music and call dancehall music. Because we do see people get sponsorship. We do see people get stuff. We see the Saskas of the world. At some point, the Iactians of the world. Things might have switched right now, but we see them artists there. Because they have a certain catalog that those people can market and put in a commercial. When all your catalog says is kill them, burn them, breed them, take away, rape them, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So hence why I'm wondering if, though we try to talk about censorship, I'm not saying censoring anybody because I never try to censor an artist. But isn't it?
Don't even think that word.
I would never do that. But wouldn't it be incumbent on us if we want the artist to make it? If we actually say to them, to listen, that what you're doing, you don't have to stop doing. But that what you're doing can't go over here. So you need to also do this.
Right. Let me tell you the problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
The little people who you just talk like you quote somebody a while ago, like somebody in authority who speak like he's from a little bit above halfway tree. You know what I mean? Who speaks like they're from that direction. Seeing the look as proper speaking people. You know, the when they step to you and then go, listen, we need you to do this. Here's the problem with those kind of people in their mind. Here's the problem with them. You can't be I'm going to kill some boy, and we're going to shoot up some pole, and we're going to hold you, going to touch your head. You can't be that kind of person and represent. Your image now doesn't represent their product. So them have to move in safer. But because this is how ignorant and stupid they are in a bridging. You are used a nice looking, a guy who go to the hairdresser like me and shave his face and wash his hair and do his hair and have long dreadlocks in the back of him. You know what I mean? And he speaks properly like you. You are use him to represent a product that you're trying to sell to get to people. Watch the ignorance and the double tantrum whatever lick pan we right now, brother. See, instead of you trying to sell a product name, whatever, where you drink about 5 of them and you kill about 8 guys. See, you trying to sell a product like that, and you're gonna use a man like like me and you, like a nice, decent, respectable businessman. You're gonna use us as who oppose as artists to say, we are selling these products. No, you have to use a man with a so-called genuine, real. Man, you keep it real.
But
a real man to represent those products. These people are not gonna do that, brethren, because guess what? Your image is not right.
Well,
true.
True.
You have to clean up an image right now and become this like a nice guy to be accepted in the corporate
But
sphere.
Bunty is also coming from a
never have to do it.
but here's the thing. Right now, today's day, we are also Jamaica has changed infrastructurally, commercially, economically to the point where back then.
No.
Hold on. Here's why I say that.
Jamaica has been the same set of people that were run it.
No, I'm not saying the same people. I'm not saying the same people now run it. I'm saying it's changed with how they're doing what they do. Because here's the deal: we talk about the dancehall artists and all those people. I can go back. I'm not going back way back. I'm going back to the 80s and the 90s, right? Dancehall music as a whole wasn't being embraced. So there was no. You might be able to correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall seeing not a one dancehall artist having any form of sponsorship. Events had sponsorships.
Zero.
Right?
But remember now, that's how we start out the conversation. We did not need it because there was a bunch of brethren. There was a bunch of rude boys.
Flooding it with bread.
A bunch of hustlers around here. So if a man need 100 G to big up him group and buy himself a little Pro Tools studio and buy some speaker and put it in the back room and have 50 niggas around there a produce and a DJ. We could do it because the truth is we had all of that financial defense. So the boy couldn't talk to it around here. You understand me? We never have to talk to no guy with him product try sell it, and we not sell it and we see the minute you know Bobby badness gets shot, or one little big neck policeman lock him up, or him friend inform upon him, or him virgin shoot him and rob him. See, the minute that's gone, the minute those scenarios come into play, and guess what? More than 100 of them man there are got down. See?
Yeah.
Once them start inform upon themselves, brother. Once them start tell upon themselves, because none of them the old bad man there, we can do a year of prison. So he not do a year, brother. He must sing, he must rap like LL Cool J upon him friend. You understand me? So the truth is, Dread, when all of that gone, when all of that happen, all our financial holes, all our financial defense, every last one of them dry up.
Right.
See? And nowadays, you have an next little hustle. Once them little man, you have to remember the ignorance of us, you know, brother. That's the problem, you know. See? If 50 that we there, so we find a little hustle, we find a little lucrative hole we can make some money. We don't keep it quiet, you know. We get loud, no blow out with it, you know, brother.
My brother. Don't put the people out on blast. We 8 minutes past our time. We're going to give thanks for your forward show. We have
no blast, we have put them out, brother. But here's the problem where destroy the thing, and guess what? The minute the thing drop out, the minute the bucket, the bottom of the bucket drop out, brother. The support, the foundation of the bucket drop out. Seeing? We can't turn to corporate America because we did done stealing up our image from long time. We did done stealing up our reputation from long time. Nobody no want to deal with we no more because we're boisterous and we're unruly and nobody can control we and this and that and no, guess what? The same set of people them. Remember, people don't realize, it's those same kind of mental Jamaicans are coming up here and having kids and raise those kids in that environment. And these are the same people that's becoming the executive at the record companies now. So they have that same, I like them like a jing bang Jamaican boy there, mentality. They have that mentality that they're not signing us anymore. When was the last time you see them sign a ragamuffin youth out of Jamaica, brother?
But the thing is though,
who used to sign Jamaicans back in the days? Does anybody know who used to sign Jamaicans to record label back in the days?
Who did?
Jamaicans.
Okay, and we've lost that. And we don't have that no more.
Every last one of those executives at those record companies back in the days that used to sign all of the greats. Every last one of them were Jamaicans. Put it this way, the only artist that never gets signed to a record company by a Jamaican was Ed Robinson. You understand me? I got signed to 2 different record companies by non-Jamaican people. You go back into the history. History cannot lie, brethren.
Right.
It's there. Seeing the paperwork is there. Go back. People now go back into the history when them realize that certain things now work. Go back and see why it now work.
Well, we have forgot. We
like the photos, brother, and run back an old case and run back an old file. See?
Right.
Go back and do on the history, people. There's a reason why all of this thing I used to work back in the days and now it not work, because guess what? The foolishness is not there anymore. No, it's being structured. No, it's being controlled. Remember how much artists used to travel back in the days, brother?
Right.
Remember how much artists who used to get those visas? How we used to get them visa there? You think a record company used to step up and say, yo, I like that artist. I like what he's doing. Bring him over here. Listen, man, go chuck off. Stop with the complaining, Rasta.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'll say this.
All of us know the problem, Rasta, man.
Yeah, but here's the reality of it. A lot of the people who are in the mix of it all are also the ones complaining. What happened? Here's the thing, because here's what I've heard. I hear the complaints. They ain't making no money. But at the same time, the entities that there are people who just want to enjoy something, right? Because here what happened. Yeah. We had an option of this and that. You can enjoy the thing, all the vibes, all of this and that, and then couple bad man to kick off or whatever. Right. And the other set of people who are complaining are the people who just listen to old dancehall. So the young people they must say, why you not listen to new dancehall? And the people them say, I can't listen to new dancehall because the balance not there, right? So the complaint is coming from majority of places. And my thing pretty much is this: do your thing, but can a brother get something to listen to too? I feel like as a dancehall artist,
Exactly.
you cater to one set of the market. You know, cater to me. And when time me now rock and groove, then you vex with me coming now rock and groove. But here what, we have to continue this another time because we 12 past. Them done bump a long time. All right.
I saw the thing go, man. Interesting subject always last them long. But brother, let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
If it, once a year a man a complain for something, especially when they on the media and they on the internet, something like on radar, on whatever. See, press the mute button, brother. Once a year I complain, once a year I see a problem, press the mute button, Rasta.
Say, yo, that's it. That's enough. That's enough.
No,
it's true. And when people complain, you can hear.
Everybody knows the solution. And when some artists come up with the solution, when the Kibaka Pyramid and the Jesse Ryan and the man they come up with the solution, brother.
We bash them.
Leave the man them personal life out of the business.
True.
It's called a business for a reason.
True.
It's called a music business for a reason, brethren.
True.
You understand me? And that's like the Rasta corporate. And that's right there. You know, they pan the little, you know, my yo, where you want a Benz, all right, hold it. No, I know that's where it go again. I know where it go again, brother. Them loose ball money they not devout with nobody no more. Everything is structured now. You understand me? Everything is structured now. You live in it. Welcome to the new world, man.
We gotta figure it out.
There's an order, brethren. Welcome to the new world.
Well, I tell you this: if you can make some time for us this evening, the conversation continues. So,
see that? Pick up on the damn self massive and yo,
brother.
All of us as artists need to grow some sense here, brother, man. Come on, man. We need to wake up and grow some sense. Stop the damn complaining, brother. No,
and do something about it. Do something about it, and when people do something about it, load them. Load them.
Some of us are doers in a Rasta. Some of us are doers in.
Yeah.
You don't know what the rest of them is, you know, brother, because I mean, they have word for them in more time. You know.
Jano. Hello, the people.
Your man take up your Spanish town as well and jump out in some man more time.
Yeah.
You can't go around doing that no more. But I know the days this no more. You know what I mean?
My brother.
The days are over, brother. Never to be returned. Never to be returned.
Keep doing the do. Keep doing the do, King. We're going to connect again.
Doing what you're doing, my brother, and guess what? Open the massive them eye, because the truth is, you don't know it go. Eyes can be open, brother. You know
Absolutely. Absolutely, my G.
Eyes can be open, Rasta.
It's Ed Robinson, ladies and gentlemen. Brother, give thanks as always. Sing?
Every time, brethren. Thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure. One love.
Yes!
We're going to continue this later, but I got to go.
Always remember you.
I thank y'all so much, all right?
The things are good.
People listening in right now, Super Jams Radio,
The memories that you have.
Rubber Ranks Radio, Vibes Urban,
Hey!
Homegrown with G. Cole. We getting in.
So from
Peace.
when man a ride us.